Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? Is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. It's been a little less than a week. I don't know. Every time I feel like I feel like it's always longer than what it is, but it actually isn't that long. So, if you are new here, thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. I cover K-pop Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Obviously, I feel like I have to preface weather permitting. Um, so but we're doing well here. So yeah, it is in fact me. Thanks for vibing. If you're new, join Discord. That is where I post about most of the stuff that I'm doing. I will say I have been extremely lax on posting on Discord. So apologies on that, but yeah, super excited. We are doing some catch up tonight because I looked on I looked on my on the Discord thing. I was like, I kept getting notifications. I was like, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff to cover. So we'll be doing more catch up stuff, which I didn't think I was going to do, but I feel like we got to because there's so much new music that I haven't listened to yet that we should cover. So, um, also if you are new here as well, Patreon is updated as well. Everything should be updated on Patreon. I think I've got literally everything up until the Eagles love stream, so everything should be up to date there. YouTube, I think it has stopped posting some of the videos. I don't know why, but it capped off at the Bandmade. I still have tons of videos to cycle through for those. So, yeah, come join for those. But yeah, if you want to see these like probably about at least a month early, come join live. That's where I do them. So very excited. Um, and yeah, that's about it. I don't know. So if you've got stuff that you would like me to check out, I think the only one that I am interested that I saw on the list was the Xdinary Heroes song. That was the one I was excited to see. I did see that on a previous stream, and I was like, man, I gotta check that one out. So that's the only one I would like to check out. Outside of that, I think it's up to y'all. But we have not done the Dragon Pony song, I don't believe. So I didn't even know they had a new one. So um, we'll definitely do that. Sarah, yo, it's Brandon. It is in fact me. Kaylee, hello. Gunky, hello. Cal, hello. We've only added a few songs. Yeah, I kept seeing notifications. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I gotta do this week too. That's crazy. That's awesome though. Good to see. It's thriving. Andy, hello. Sally, hello. That's Sumi, hello. Thanks for vibing. Harmony, hello. Guggy says Trident Universal Entertainment. Okay, okay. Let's see. Sally says, did you listen to Xian featuring Woozy? I did not either. Well, I'll do that. That's a good recommendation. XIKERS, Dululu. Ooh, I'm excited. I'll have to do that too. Hyunjin. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get my notepad pulled up as well because there's probably some that I haven't checked out that I need to. So, also, I'm sure y'all know anytime I wear a sleeveless shirt, I don't want to get Aquaphor. I just got my other arm done. I'll have to post a full photo of it because I know some of y'all are tatted AF, but um, I got finished to the color out on my arm, so I'm trying not to get that. I am flexing. I am flexing. That's true. Big muscle energy right now. But very cool. All right, let me check out the Xdinary Heroes one. Like I said, that was the only one, and Cosmosi was the other one that I just saw Sarah post. So those were the two that I saw. I was like, oh, I need to. Those are ones that I've been jamming Cosmosi for a bit, so I'm excited. All right, cool. It was just here. Okay. All right. Let's migrate over to this. I gotta get this set up here. I assume this is a part of they must be having like an EP or something coming out soon. So I'm pumped. Um, all hours. Okay, cool. We will rock. Harmony says the Xnary Hero song's so good, and Guggy says that they love this song. Okay, very nice. Uni, yo, what's going on? Appreciate you. Let's rock. Let's get into it. I'm excited. I have to. I have to know if this is like a part of a full length or a mini album. EP. Okay, cool. Thank you, Gunky. Jazz, hello. Thanks for hanging.
Summer haze, polo shirt, cobalt shade, scarlet blush. Every shade of our words flawless. Memories and fading lights. If you're gone, then why do I hold them like?
Ooh, I like that voice break. It's nice.
We spent our season in coldness, and we called it just being honest. Still had to try. Give a shot. 그건 남아도 잊혀질 거야. 이제 아무도 찾지 않으니.
Great melody. This is great. I like this.
We couldn't live and let die again, dragging out the stories. We love it with each other. Running out of motives. We could have fell apart, but when I'm looking back, I notice we had quite a ride. 그건 잊혀질 거야. 이젠 아무도 찾지를 않으니. So for now.
Love the dynamics here. So good. Wow. Oh, so good. Their vocals are always I've really have loved their vocals over the years, man. They're so good. Oh, this one's gonna be good. I'm excited for I feel like I'm always excited for the Xdinary Heroes stuff, honestly. But very cool. We started off with Xdinary Heroes X Room. Oh man. I think to me I mean, to be truthful, I feel like they continue to get better as they age. Obviously, I also feel like putting out 2 releases a year too probably doesn't, and you're always trying to. I would assume you're always trying to better yourself as a vocalist, or as and also as a band as well. And I feel like they always find a way, at least in my head, where I feel like they have songs that obviously resonate more with me from the the rock and metal side of things, which I love hearing them do. But I feel like a lot of the times with these types of songs that they do, especially as title tracks, I find that I often go back to these ones a little bit more. And I feel like that's weird saying because I do appreciate it, but I think for me, it's like there's such a first of all, a level of detail that's great. Like there's some really beautiful melody choices, especially in the chorus. I feel like there was some like unconventional melodies that I wasn't really expecting them to go based off the songwriting, but like I think they really took their time and made like a really interesting melody that I think you feel like it's going to go in a certain direction. It doesn't, which is great. But as well as that, I feel like they're also just continuing to just, build off of, what they've done well over time. And it's just really incredible to see their growth, covering them again in the earlier, like, title tracks and kind of coming back to each one as they come out, has been really, really cool to see. And I'm sure that fans that I'm sure even dig deeper than me, which I feel like is probably most of you, is it's cool to see just, how much that they've grown over that time. And even with like the B-sides too, I feel like there's such a higher level of composition, and writing style that I feel like with each release they've just kind of one up themselves. So that's in that aspect I love that. Again, chorus, I could talk about the chorus a lot more, but I just feel like their vocals in that section was really hooked me. It took the first chorus and I was already like locked in for that. But I think just as it kind of gets better, they really, really delve out a lot of the emotion in the song. And even like in the MV, I felt like, I don't know if like my understanding, at least of the MV, is like it seems like the dad, or maybe I don't know if it's a grandpa in this sort of situation. I think it's his dad probably, if I could guess. But you could see him like looking about, even like it was a small span of time, like you can see like his kid kind of growing up in that way. And I think it's cool, and I think it's very self-reflective, and I think it's a little bit of a bigger storyline. And I think they told the story very well in the MV, and even reading some of the lyricism was really beautiful as well. Like, and I thought that was something that was at least stand out from my perspective. But yeah, I really love that guitar solo was also really tastefully done. I don't think it was like the guitars weren't like too overdriven. I feel like they just had that right amount of like ballad rock sort of feel to it that I appreciate. But yeah, I think just to me, Xdinary Heroes kind of crosses those lines of like really beautiful composition, but also being really tastefully done. And I think this most current song, I think, speaks a good volume for them as well. So excited to check out the rest of the album. I think it looks like maybe based off the information, it could be also of the same name potentially. I don't know. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I love this. Is great. I will most definitely be checking this one out 100%. So dang hello. Yes, we are doing catch up. Thanks for hanging. And anybody new, feel free to recommend a song. I've been just going off of the Twitch vibes, so feel free to drop your suggestions. Let's see. Jazz, hello. Thanks for hanging. Harvey says it really gives me good enough vibes again, and I'm here for it. That's a great song. Yeah, I can see the correlation. Gunky says the vocals are so good. I would also agree. Melkwood, thanks for hanging. Vocally, this is probably their most difficult song. I could see that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like good belting, so I'm not really surprised. And they also said they were doing gymnastics in the booth. For real. For real. Kaki said song of the year so far. Wow, okay. That's some high praise. Sarah says vocal athletes for real. Denk says I posted a couple videos of Show Me the Money a long time while ago. Are they still on the list? You can we could do those, certainly. And Milkwood says they do. They're great songwriters and composers. Yeah, like I said, following them for a good bit now. I think they really do have a knack for great songwriting. So I think every time that I know that they're going to be releasing something, it's probably something that will end up on my list. Hopefully, potentially for the end of the year. So I know we still got a long stretch, but good vibes. So Uni says I'm gonna throw my request for live clip of Park Jae Jung and Soyun. Always okay. Copy that literally to my list. So all right, very sick, very sick. All right, we are taking the beaten path once again. I am not surprised that Gunky has asked me to do a Trident song, but we are doing it. So, very cool. He says this new Trident song is a collab with Universal Entertainment for a pachinko arcade. Interesting. And the song was written by the lead singer Asaka. Very nice. That's okay. That I think that is the most Japanese thing I think I've seen in chat. That's crazy. Asaka does write plenty of their music. I'm familiar. So cool stuff. All right, let's get into this pachinko song. Very interesting. Ooh. I love that guitar riff. So cool. The bass matches. Nice. What a crazy transition. Ooh. Okay. Keychain? Cool. Nice. That's crazy. This was for, again, a pachinko game. That's so crazy. All right, very nice. This was Trident. Very nice, very nice. Udi says, doesn't make me want to buy a bunch of steel balls, but damn, it's a good song. That's true. That's true. Facts. Speaking facts. Gucky says, this is my second band. Excuse me, I'm losing it. Of course. Oh, second favorite band. I was gonna say that makes sense. Don't doubt the pachinko. Jazz says so good. Hey, let's go. Sarah says we all know I love creepy girls, so this is up my alley. And Gucky says this song's great. Cal says so sick. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I think this was great. I obviously love Trident. Shout outs to them, incredible artists. I think this was so much fun. If I will say I feel like there are a lot of different elements that I still feel like makes this, obviously very much a Trident song, but I also feel like they tried some different stuff with this one, which I appreciate. I liked a lot of the different rhythm changes in this song. I think it speaks more so for how locked in they are as a three piece. Just because I think there's, especially the beginning, that part is so cool and very layered. Like I love like that like snare hot, like open hi-hat, like beat. I think that's so much fun. But then as well as that, like the incorporation of like that really cool like da 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 like guitar riff on top of like the bass matching up with that. I thought that was super super sick. Um and so I really really love that a lot. I think again the combination of those things are really tight. But I also love like a lot of the rhythm changes as well, like the like that bridge section was just so odd, but like it worked so well. And like just listening to it for the first time, I'd be like, damn, I'm like, wow, that's kind of wild. And then the way that they transitioned it from like that bridge to the final chorus, I thought was really incredible too. So to me, it was very interesting to see like it was interesting to see this one. I like I said, I would have, if you had told me this was a part of a Pachinko game, I would think I would be very surprised on that one. But overall, I felt like this was really really well done. I hope that people who are play the game, or maybe are like, oh well, who's this, I have no idea who this is, maybe we'll have the opportunity to go check them out. So I feel like publicity in any form is usually pretty good. So love to see it. So very nice. Gunky says, oh yeah, there's the new Auto song. Yeah, I did that was cool. I'm surprised no one posted about that, but that's interesting. Sarah says, oh, I was watching a movie the other week and there were Auto songs in it, and it made me think of you. Oh, that's so sweet. Very nice. Just says, stopping in to say hi to all before bed, and I am greeted with Brand's guns out. Okay. Sarah says, he keeps breaking them, breaks from talking to Flex on. To be fair, again, I have them out. I'll preface it for Diz because Diz was not here, but I got my right arm done, so it's all finished. So, or at least not finished completely. It's part one of, I don't know how many sessions now at this point, but part one is complete, and I have like at least 3 or 4 more to finish out my arm. So pray for my soul. Gunky says, I actually posted a new Auto song, but it was the first take version. Add it to the list. Okay, very cool. We'll throw it on there. And dang, I will keep your list up here because I'm gonna forget it. So, not forget it, but I don't want to lose it. So, I will not. Oh, we're pausing that. Okay, very cool. All right, Kala. You said Dragon Pony. Let me see. I just want to see which. I know there's a new song that was out, but I don't know. It's called Oh Perfect. Okay. Song of the Year. Wow. Okay. All right. 2 weeks ago. So it just came out. All right. Very nice. It's probably my favorite Dragon Pony song so far. One of my top songs of the year. Gunky also said this is a great song. Ooh. I'm surprised we didn't cover this last week. If I'm being like I think it was literally last week we did the catch up. So that's crazy. All right. Well, good to see. Let's get it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for saying I have guns. Ooh, like this pre-chorus. Chorus is tight. Wow. Oh, I love that pitch bend. Sick.
때론 멈춰서 숫자를 세면서 신호를 기다려 하나 둘 셋 넷 다섯 빨간 빛에서 초록빛으로 바뀌는 순간을 난 맞춰버렸어 빨간 내꺼 신호등도 내꺼 1등도 다 내꺼 네 맘도 다 내꺼 이제야 좀 맘에 든다 싶었는데 자꾸 누가 쳐다보네 눈썹 거울 속에 비친 내 얼굴
Ooh.
그냥 다 처음으로 돌리고 싶어
This is cool. Nice switch up.
그냥 내 손 안에 넣고 싶어 그렇게 맘껏 웃고 싶어 그렇게 행복하고 싶어 편하게 숨쉬고 싶어 Don't get it now just forget it now 다 지워 Don't get it now just forget it now 다 비워 Let it be set me free 어차피 잘 될 거니까 Goodbye goodbye had enough before
Oh, the hammer on pulls off. Nice.
Okay.
Let's go. This was great. This was so good. All right, this was Dragon Ponies. Oh, perfect. Wow. I feel like they couldn't have. To be honest, I don't know if they could have named this song any better. Damn, this was sick. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm excited. I'll have to go check the EP out now. Let's see what we got. Couple comments. Just says, okay, yes, good night, loves, miss you all, curse having a steady job. Thanks for stopping by. I know Diz is probably gone by now, but Diz, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you're doing well. Best of luck with your job. Let's see. Gucky says, I couldn't recommend it last week. I had a few more important songs to recommend. I'm terrible, I know. No, it's all right. Hey, listen. We can't carry the team all the time. So Kala says the EP is so good too. Ooh, okay. Gonna have to check it out. Gucky said, I'm glad more people are recognizing them. I'm so glad I recommended Dragon Pony when they first came out. Yes. That part was sick, Kala. I agree. Sarah says this song's a banger. Andy says that was good. Kala says my favorite bedtime song. Ooh, that, to each their own. Yeah. This was phenomenal. I think I genuinely I feel like, to me, and I don't want to speak, I guess I kind of can speak into existence, or I would like to think I'd speak it into existence. But I do feel like a lot of the favorite songs that I've had this year have either been from K bands or artists doing kind of like that K band sound. Like shout outs to Woods, that we checked out Archives 1, and I just have been enamored with that album for the past week. But I think, to me, it's a lot of the K band sound, a lot of the songs that I've heard from K bands have just been phenomenal. Even that we just checked out Xdinary Heroes earlier. I think, to me, it's just, I think the wave of what K bands are doing right now is I mean, they've always been good, but I feel like the spotlight now has grown a lot larger, which is great to see, because I think there's some really incredible talent, certainly in that pool. I could probably speak a little bit more biasly on that because I love bands, but I think this song is incredible. I think they elevated and even probably exceeded my expectations on what they could do, right? This is so dynamic, so energetic. I think there's a lot more elementation that I felt like with previous Dragon Pony songs, they've been really good. But I will say, to me, there was just such a level of fun that I was just I think that, to me, it just inspires me to pick my instrument up, and I've been playing it a lot more recently, and I think that has a lot to do with the types of songs I'm trying to reformulate and stuff in my head. But but I think it's like inspiring to see just so many cool like guitar effects or like cool like vocal melodies or like cool bass lines. And like I think it just, as someone who tries to write music, like I think there's just something really special about like again that writing style. And like this was so much fun. There was a lot of cool like again guitar things that I pointed out. Like their one guitar player is using like a pitch pedal and like doing some like whammies and hammer-ons and pull-offs and just like really cool guitar techniques that I feel like sometimes can be overdone in some ways, but I also feel like they can be tastefully done. And I definitely feel like Dragon Pony absolutely nailed that thing of like interesting, but also very tastefully done as well. That piano section in the second pre-chorus was really cool. I love the switch up from that because that first pre-chorus was really good. And I was kind of hoping that we got a second pre-chorus that was in a similar vein, but I was actually delightfully surprised that it wasn't, and that we got something a little bit different, but still kind of keeps that same sort of like mystique and fun energy to it. The chorus, I think, is, I would argue, is probably one of the best Dragon Pony choruses that I've heard. I have not listened to the new album yet, so I don't want to speak before that, but I feel like this chorus is just like literally perfect, no pun intended. It's super catchy, really light. I think like the energy of it's incredible. I have not seen Dragon Pony live, but I would imagine this chorus would pop live. It just got that really good like crowd energy to it. I could feel it. But yeah, the vocals are incredible. The bass work, the drumming is dynamic. Like the vocals are on point. Like it, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of a little bit speechless on how good it was. And that's a good thing. I feel like, you know, I think it just kind of, again, lights my fire to delve deeper into more K bands and find some more niche artists in this area. So cool stuff. Love to see it. This was an incredible pick. So thank you, Cal. Glad we were able to circle back on this one. So let's see. Harley says, I'm so happy to see bands getting more recognition. I agree. And Kaylee says, our community and our K-band obsession. That's true. Big facts. Gunky says, I think you will really like the new One Peel from Day 6 song. It was really good. Ooh, okay. All right. I'll have to throw that on the list then. I'll put it on here. One Peel. All right. Keep it moving. Again, thank you, Kala. We are moving on. Sally looks like they recommended Xi'an's new song featuring Woozy. Oh, okay. I'm down. I'm down for both of these. I love them. So good to see. Let me see. God, where is it? I just saw it. Xi'an Blue. Okay, thank you, Sally. It's probably gonna be easier for me to type it up than. Let's see. All right, cool stuff. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. It's gonna be sick. The horrors. Not one AirPod.
퍼지면 나를 적었네 나름 꽤 진지했고 맘대로 안 돼서 울었어 내 새벽 택시에 기대 큰 숨을 쉬고 집에 가는 길 빌어먹을 세상 얼마나 더 깨져야 되길래 그래 힘들 테니 내 손 놓지 마줘 넘어지 못해 내가 꾸는 꿈이 넘들어서 체한 거지 잠깐 그래서 아파 쉬어가는 법도 모르고 종일 땡땡거려 가끔 취해 쏟아내지 빽빽하게 머리 왱왱 왜 사람들을 피해 다른 나 조절이 안 돼 어디로 튈 것만 같아 속이 안 풀려 이건 너무 꼬였잖아 술 한 잔을 비우고 다시 가슴 시계치고 잡힌 내일도 똑같을 거야 날 어떻게 사랑하겠어 됐어 다 꺼지라고 했어 힘이 없어졌어 이미 예전 너도 미안 내가 져서 다른 널 이게 끝에 너 경험할수록 단단해질 거야 너 단단해진 거야 그거 조금 편히 먹어도 돼 결국 웃을 거야 별거 아닌 듯이 화창해지기 전 느린 날씨라고 생각하면 되고 우리 너를 지켜줄 거니 멋진 얼굴이 절대 상하지 않게 두기로 해 고개 들고 어깨 편해가 볼 땐 멋져 너가 제일 yeah 그대로의 그대로 생각보다 너의 편은 훨씬 많아 이거 하나 기억하자 너한테 제일 솔직해야 돼 가끔 니도 보고 친구의 어깨가 돼줘 챙겨줬으면 좋겠어 서로 엄마 아빠처럼 Valentine 이 길 끝에 너봐라 We'll be fine 내일에는 또 되잖아 흔들려도 괜찮아 Don't cry So please baby don't hide 다생긴 너만 lie 춤추듯이 웃어보자 너답게 overnight
Great location they shot on. Wow. Beautiful. All right. Very cool. Well, this was Xi'an's Blooming featuring Wuxi. Very nice. Thank you, Sally, for the pick. I enjoyed this. It's very, very sweet. I think the song was extremely chill. Love the instrumentation. Like that guitar work was really beautiful. And then there was like a little bit of like organy, like an organy sound. The drumming was super clean. His voice is super, super nice. I think the combination of Xi'an's voice along with Woozy, I think, was a cool combination. They both have very like unique voices, so it was cool to see them kind of paired up together in that way. So I did love hearing that. But yeah, I think this to me, like this one is just like, I think it encapsulates just a well written song. You know what I mean? Like I think it's catchy, gets you in the like, it kind of gets you in a good vibes. Like the MV was also like, shot very like I like the storyline behind it of this guy, Xi'an trying to find his AirPod. I thought that was an interesting storyline to work with. So I like that. But yeah, it was a very interesting song. I will say the only thing that, and I don't want to lessen the value of the song if this isn't what people think it is, but like in my head, I couldn't unhear like another song that has like a similar chord progression, but it kind of reminded me of See You Again, which I think it was like, it's like Wiz Khalifa and like Charlie Puth, but like I couldn't help but get like that. It's been a long time with like that whole like melody choice, even though I know it's not this song. So I feel like in my head I like merged the two songs together inadvertently. So I just thought that was interesting. I was like, damn. I was like, this kind of has a similar ring to it, but not 100%. It's so different. But I don't know why I couldn't get that song stuck out of my head. Does Charlie Puth have a band? I don't think so. I mean, are they? Oh God, I don't even want to know. If Charlie Puth has a fandom, then that's kind of wild. To be fair, wild for a Charlie Puth fan. I feel like it's no, it's not. Is it really Puthinators? That's crazy. That man should be canceled for that. I'm sorry. Listen, he'll never be a meatballer. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We ain't gonna allow. Yeah, we can't allow that. Listen, meatballer gang for life, but we could not call him Puthinators. That seems really weird. God, those is just the poutines. He is not good enough to be a meatballer. Correct. Meatballers are the top tier fandom. Yeah. God, that's so bad. if that is actually, oh, I need to know. I actually like genuinely need to know if that. You know what? I gotta go full screen for this. If you are actively on the street and you're gonna call yourself like a Puthinator, what do you feel like people are gonna tell you? Like, how is that gonna? That blows my mind. I can't believe it. I'm done. Sarah broke me tonight. That's crazy. I confirm you all right now. Nice, Kala. That's crazy. No. I'm glad we didn't land on that, chat, for our group name here. Jeez, that'd be bad. Kaylee says we need a meatball mo. I'll have to look through the photo archives for meatball. I will definitely have to throw it on the. I'll have to find some good photos where I can make some emotes. I have to throw them in the free emotes. So his laziest. Okay, I could do long. I see if I can find like a long cat. That'd be hilarious. Or whatever our light stick. Our light stick was made out of randomly. That's so true. Oh my god. I'll have to do it. I'll look for it. I promise. Scouts honor, chat. I will look. So very nice, very nice. We got wildly off topic. And I'm scared to run into a Puthinator now. Anyway, let's get into the next one. It looks like Harmony recommended XIKERS Delulu, which I'm excited. They were one of my favorites last year, so I have high expectations for this. So, let's see. Harmony says this is Minjae, Sunmin, and Ye-chan as a subunit. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. Let's rock.
Get it, girls, just bounce that booty.
I can do yours next day. That was wildly good. Wow. Kudos, guys. Is this the next one? Ooh, that kind of sounded sick too. All right. This was sick. I'm about this. All right. Harmony says I think it's a teaser for the next release. Hey, let's go. I was gonna say Jazz took the words right out of my mouth. They said, "Damn, I feel like that chorus is gonna be stuck in my head." That was my immediate thought as well. Kaylee's comment also killed me. I've only been pronunciating it that way this week. That's great. Um, Cal says, "Okay, I have to dip out. Bye, everyone." And Cal, thank you for rocking with us. Appreciate the Dragon Pony rec. So thanks again. All right, let's see what we got. Kaylee says this was so good. Andy says, "Ooh." Sarah says this song is about me for real. Hey, let's go. Andy says I feel seen. Let's go. They let Sumin curse finally. Hey, let's go. Big dubs. Dag says that they like this. Uni says hype AF. I agree. This one's so good. I don't know if this is necessarily a controversial opinion, but I gotta say that, like I said, XIKERS was one of my favorite groups from last year, like guys groups, and I feel like I've put my coins in the right pot here. I feel like they continually make banger songs, and I'm here for it. But this one's so hype. Like, I love the energy of it. Like, the chorus, I agree with Jazz so much. Like, that chorus has such a good hook and like melody. As much as it might be repetitive, it's still like so much fun. The energy of this song, I feel like I would imagine that if they ever play this one, which I think they probably would at some point, this one just like the room would be jumping for sure, which is great because it definitely has that like live feel to it, which is great. But I also feel like rapping wise, like they're incredible. I still feel like I'll still stand on business and say that they're probably my current favorite like rapper subunit so far. Like I feel like Minjae, Sumin, and Yechen, like they all have like really cool, not only I think vocal cadence, they all have like different like stylizations to their voices that like make it interesting. But I also feel like the way that they kind of the way that they not only play off of each other as well, in not only I would imagine subunit stuff, but within Ikers. But I also feel like they all have like they all can stand their own ground. Like they all individually like can crush it. But I think also like the chorus, like when they all kind of group collectively come together, is really fun as well too. But yeah, I genuinely, like I said, I'm always keeping my ear to the ground for the Iker stuff, and this song would be no exception. So I'm super stoked to hear what they have coming next, because the ending of this song, like the little teaser we got at the end, I'm like, damn, this one is gonna be a fun one to keep listening to. So definitely love this. This was a great recommendation, and also shout out to Ikers. They're incredible. So let's see what we got here. Harmony says it would go insane live. I agree. So great choice. That was awesome. All right. We are gonna check out Dang's thing. It looks like they had a show me the money. This is Team Zico and Crush. Ooh, okay. Let's check it out. I'm excited. We still have to do Zico. I still have him in the memory banks to do, so we'll have to cover him. But let's check this out. I'm curious. I know I've seen some clips for Show Me the Money, but not this season. So let's rock. Also, I gotta get a shot of Zico's killing me. All right, very cool. This was Team Zico and Crush. Dang says, let's see here. Zico and Crush are a production duo in this season of Show Me the Money 12. They were doing a medley of their best work over the years to convince participants to choose their team. And then Sarah says, okay, but I do like that they have to prove themselves to the contestants. Like, yeah, this is why you want to be on our team, not we're just judges, choose us. That's true. That's true. I do like that. That was a cool change. Um, I also love that the producer sent Zico out into the Korean wilderness, and he had to forge a hat to make. You know, that's kind of crazy. I think that was on the excerpts of the Show Me the Money 12. Kind of crazy. Man cooked. He got a hat out of it, so kind of wild. Dag says the thing is the other three teams were also really good. That's fair. I would have picked theirs though. That's true. I just can't get a like. I'm not gonna lie. Like the performance was great. I just like as a sidebar, like sometimes I think like Korean artists have like the most eclectic style. Like I would never be able to pull off fucking ripped jeans, like a ripped t-shirt that looks like a skeleton with like a fucking with a Daniel Boone ass hat and like fucking Tim's on. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. But I respect it because it looks still good as fuck, but Lord knows I couldn't pull it off. So let's see. Dang says Zico always dresses like they're in a freezer. In Thursday's episode, he had like 3 hats on. It's just so nuts. Like, no offense to Zico, shout out to he's so good. But I genuinely have so many questions, and not even just for Zico, just in general. Like, I've seen some interesting fits. You know, I won't be rude because he obviously is an incredibly talented artist. Both of them are, but I just thought it was so funny. I couldn't get over it. Couldn't get over the looks. But very nice. Hopefully y'all don't. Hopefully people in comments don't beat me up too hard. I'm having a good time. But songs itself also great. Obviously we will have to cover Zico in our soloist stream because I know we did Block B, so it's only a matter of time before we cover Zico. Some of the songs I did hear, like Yin and Yang, I know I had heard before, but there's a few songs on this list that I didn't know, so it's cool to obviously see how I don't know, just how obviously how much strong music did they have. Like each song, I was just like, damn, I was like, I don't know how they were going to top the next one. Just because I loved Yin and Yang, that one's a fire song, but like they went super hard. So great stuff. This was cool. This is cool shit. So obviously if you would like us to cover Zico, let me know in the comments, please. Appreciate you. Dang says Yin and Yang was released this year. That's true. Both born in 92, by the way, showing the kids how it's done. Yeah, I feel that as a 93 baby. I feel that. I feel that shit, you know. Respect. Gotta give respect. So very nice. Dang, thank you. Hopefully it did not keep you up later than we should have. So appreciate you joining. But we are moving. I believe Andy was next. And we're doing Hyunjin's Lover. Ooh, okay. Let me see. Very nice. All right. I'm curious about this one. I did see this pop up, so I'm excited to check this one out. So, Dang says thank you, 90. Yes, thanks, Dang. Appreciate stopping by. So, all right, let's go.
Love, it's hard 'cause you run away. Love it, it's hard 'cause you ran away. Love it so much until the rainy day. Love it days 'cause there's no way. Love is gone no matter what I say. Love it, it's hard 'cause she's gone away. Love it so much me wanting you again. Love it days 'cause there's no way. Love is gone no matter what I say. 이제 널 놔도 돼. 우리 날잖아 솔직히 쳤던 추억을. 처음에 그 설렘 약속했던 걸 누구도 되돌리지 못하는 기억들. Tell me why 자기 그리 좋은 맘에 걸려서. Tell me how 다시금 했어야 말해서. Tell me 왜 어떻게 그리 쉽게 또 변해서. Tell me everything like this now I'm running in the rain. 망가진 내 맘 시간 내리길. 혼자 살아가긴 했던 거지 right. Love it, it's hard 'cause you ran away. Love it so much until the rainy day. Love it days 'cause there's no way. Love is gone no matter what I say. Love it, it's hard 'cause she's gone away. Love so much me wanting you again. Love days 'cause there's no way. Love is gone no matter what I say.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. All right. This was Hyunjin's Lover. Very nice. Very nice. I like this a lot. This was different. It kind of gives me like a little bit of a I don't it kind of has like an emo rap. I was going to say very like emo rap like 2016, 2017. I was even trying to think of like um of artists that I was trying to like correlate it to. Juice World, yeah, Juice World's good. Yeah, Extension, like The Neighborhood. I'm trying to think who else was in that emo rap space. Like I guess Joji is a little bit more like I guess in that same similar sort of space. Like Black Bear. Trying to think who else hits that kind of niche of genre. But it was very cool. I liked it. I think his voice, like Hyunjin's voice is incredible. I do really like him in Stray Kids. But I felt like this was definitely different change of pace. Like, obviously I know that he's a part of Stray Kids, but like, if I'm so interested on like what type of influences like each member individually has, and I think like oftentimes when they go and do their own solo material, it's cool to see how like varied they are. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know if maybe probably also people think about this, but like I think it's so interesting and so unique that it's like, oh yeah, like that each member kind of has their own color and their own flavoring to what they bring to each group. And obviously it's cool to see them all collectively do their own thing together. But I'm also often surprised at like, I'm often surprised when individual members do their own stuff, right? Because I feel like they're, as much as they are dedicated to the sense of like their main group, I also feel like it's cool to show their expression and like who they like and who they're influenced by. And like this song, I don't know if this is something that I feel like I would associate with Hyunjin, but now it is, and so really cool stuff. Like I love the guitar work in this as well. I thought that was really incredible. His voice has such a like gorgeous range. Like I love like his higher vocal tone. He's got like a really cool like shimmer to his upper tones, which is really nice. But I also like that the song kind of has more of a lull, at least on the like verses side of things, and they really build towards those choruses, and obviously being able to show off more of his range as a vocalist. So that was really incredible. I think they did a great job of really setting that, teeing that ball up and setting it into motion. So I love that. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things to I don't feel like it's a crazy song like with a ton of production on it, but I also don't feel like it is empty. I think they did a really great job of having this like etherealness of the song kind of go throughout it. Like it had some like again beautiful like reverb and stuff, and like it had like a little bit of like a dreamy quality to it. So I definitely like this one a lot. I'd imagine this may be potentially some more from Hyunjin on his own stuff. I don't know if this is just like a one off, but really cool stuff. This is very definitely very unique. So I love that. Let's see. Dang says Juice World has a song with Suga and RM. That's really good. Very nice. I love that. And I was hypnotized by Hyunjin's beauty for a moment. That's fair. Also fair. And Sarah says I was listening to Girl of My Dreams the other day. Yoongi's verse is so good. Andy says that the song was composed by him and Joha. Very nice. Very nice. And it looks like yes, the song. Oh yes, that song too. Yoongi worked on it after Juice World's death, I think. Oh wow, okay, very interesting. But yeah, very unique. Like I said, I don't know if that, like I said, and I mean this in like the nicest way possible. Like genuinely did not expect him to take this type of step in this direction, but like nonetheless, really cool and really, I think it's really unique. In the sense of like, if you associate it with Stray Kids, you're like, wow, this is like a little bit different in a cool way. So I like that. That's cool to see. Hopefully we'll get some more from the other members as well. So all right, thank you Andy for the pick. We are keeping it schmovin'. Somebody also recommended the B2B We Together. So I guess I did see something regarding is it We Together? Yeah. Or is it We Again? What? I have no idea. But it looks like it's a song where they're okay. Maybe it is We Together because it looks like shout out to whoever this guy is. The K-pop Lab. Looks like he also did a reaction to it. So salutes. All right. I think we're gonna check out the third one. So let's go. Let's get into it.
하루가 좋네요. 긴 아쉬움을 남긴 채로 무심한 시간 속에 우리의 온도를 기억해요. 사무치는 이 떨림 저 흩날리는 꽃잎을 따라 전해질까 우리 다시 꿈을 꿔요 같이 따스한 햇살 아래 그날처럼 다시 손을 잡고 이대로 우리 새롭게 뜨겁게 함께 썼던 일기장 쌓인 먼지들 흘러가는 시간 속에 터지는 너와 난 어디쯤 어긋난 번지수 오해만 쌓였던 우리 서툰 걸음 Drip drop 두두둑 big bang 우리 얼어있던 시간을 곱히다 긴긴 밤 sleep that doesn't feel like lonely because we are 사무치는 이 떨림 저 흩날리는 꽃잎을 따라 전해질까 우리 다시 꿈을 꿔요 같이 따스한 햇살 아래 그날처럼 다시 손을 잡고 이대로 우리 새롭게 뜨겁게 사랑해봐요 feelings flow, don't fight it. Let the past go so we can once more.
Key change? Nice. Great harmonies in the back. Woo. Aw. I gotta go back to that last frame. That was great. All right, this was BTOB. It looks like We Together is the song name, I believe. So very nice, very nice. Kaylee says Ching Sub literally just dropped a teaser 2 for his upcoming release in April. Very nice. Love to see it. They're back. Kaylee says, I can't imagine all the members being that talented. What the hell? I agree. This was great. Shout out to whoever recommended it. I don't believe they're still in chat, which is a little sad, but come back. You're welcome. But I enjoyed this a lot. Obviously I enjoyed my time covering BTOB. That was an absolute blast. And I feel like they're just so talented. Like I hate to say when groups are like underrated, but genuinely, like, I don't know. I feel like BTOB, I never see as much discourse as I feel like I could see for BTOB. And I will say that, like, I've had a lot more love for them since we've covered them and obviously being familiarized with their discography, at least to some degree. But man, they just have like such a good, they're all talented. I agree with Kaylee. Like, it's insane that, like, even like individually they were all really good, and then I love the chorus of this song. I feel like the ensemble vocals are just an incredible thing. You could really hear like each member individually in the song, but as well as that, like hearing them all together and hearing what like different types of tones color their sound, like it's so cool. And I think you can definitely hear a lot of their layering in terms of the ensemble, which was also really good as well. And I think it just makes that chorus that much more memorable. I also really loved the ending of the song as well. Like there's a lot of like really insane like ad libs at the end of the song, like really high register, breaking into that like falsetto tone, which is so cool. And like I said, they have kind of a cool mix of like, they have some members to kind of hit that like lower bass tone, definitely some members that sit right in that middle, like beautiful mid-range tone, and then they obviously have some members that can absolutely big belt and do the high end top vocals, and they're just really like, they just really hit in succession. So I really love this song for that reason. Instrumentation was also really good. I think they definitely kept up with like the great energy of the song. It wasn't too fast paced, but I feel like it is kind of in line with what I imagine BTOB to do. And I feel like these are the types of songs I feel like they do so well. So it was really cool to see them just kind of like characterize the song a little bit more in the way that they can only do. And obviously y'all know I love a key change, and I feel like they did it in a very beautiful and like tasteful way. So this was great. I will go back and listen to this one again. I mean, I don't know if this is any indication. It looks like it is a digital single, but I don't know if they have any plans to do a full like mini album or like a larger release, but that would be really cool. So we'll have to check it out, hopefully sooner than later. So very nice. And also it's cool because like I think that they're on the, if my memory serves me correct, I know that they're kind of like, I want to say that they're old because I would be in the same, probably the same category, but like they are definitely older in the sense of like K-pop groups, post military service. So it's cool to see that they're still crushing it and still making music. So 2012. Okay. So they're not 20. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. All right, cool. Well, very nice. If we got more B2B stuff, let me know. Check it out. All right, all right. Well, you're keeping it schmoovin' tonight. We've got, I believe Sarah recommended this because I know that they love Cosmosi. But we were checking out Chance, so let's give it a listen. That theremin in the back, crazy. Great melody. Interesting changeup. Wow, they're getting up there. Wow. Key change? The MV was wild. Listen, whoever did the MV for this, you deserve an award. That's crazy. The VFX on this were wild. So very nice. This was Cosmosi Chance. Very nice. Sarah says this one is so good and that they love Cosmosi. Hey, let's go. Let's go. And also said, I love that they have like a true alto in this group. I'm so used to a group full of sopranos. Yeah. I like the last Cosmosi song that we listened to. This was cool. This one was definitely more. I was trying to put my finger on it, and I don't know if I was able to really, but I loved like the different textured synths in the song. I feel like they did. I don't know who they went to production wise for this, but it was very layered in like a good way. I feel like they borrowed like a pretty good amount of elements from like city pop, which is cool. I love that. Y'all know I love city pop, so this was definitely on the chiller side, but really good. I also really loved like the theremin in this song. I don't think that I would ever I don't think that I would ever say that typically. And that's not to say theremin's not a bad instrument, but I feel like it is very like I feel like it's very divisive, right? It's either you like absolutely love theremin in most cases or you don't like theremin in most cases, right? Like I feel like I don't think there's anybody that's like fence riding for theremin, but I felt like in this song it worked out really well. I think it also played super conveniently in with like the synth choices and kind of like that really dreamy reverb drenched sort of sound that I feel like K-pop has traditionally been in for a good bit and still I feel like is in some bit ways. Obviously that evolution has changed over the years, but I feel like that's always going to be kind of, especially on that sort of like cutesy side of things, I feel like that's always going to be a part of that vibe. The vocals on this were also incredible. I really liked the vocals in this. The register on that, like the register on this song is super high, like already, and then they hit you with a key change like later on in the song, and then like really get up there vocally. I was really impressed by like their range and obviously like how they can kind of like figure out like different melodies throughout that like higher register. I thought that was really impressive, and something I enjoyed. But yeah, I think the combination of their voices and like the vibe of the song, I think fit really well. The MV started getting a little crazy when like some parts started to glitch out. I thought my computer was breaking, but it wasn't. So I was glad that wasn't the case. But it was cool. It was cool to see like their like more cute vision kind of come to life in this one. Comparatively to I feel like some of the other ones. So I really like this one a lot. It was definitely a cool vibe. I don't know if this is a part of a larger like EP or something, but I will or mini album, but I will have to check this out. But yeah, definitely like I would say a strong basis for like that city pop, like really kind of like synth like electro synth sort of stuff, which is cool. I like it. I'm here for it. So and Sarah says this is their least creepy slash most cute song so far, but it's very good. Yeah. And I like that they are doing something different as well. I feel like that's also really, really good to see as well. Like, you know, the variations of what they're capable of doing. So cool stuff. Sarah says, I think they're releasing an EP tonight. Ah, very nice. Good that seems like a good move to check that out tonight. So very nice. If you like Cosmosi and you're watching this today on the 30th, there will be new music for you to check out potentially tomorrow. So go give them some love. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it. All right. It looks like we've got Eunhee next, and they had said Park Jae Jung. Very nice. Let's check it out. Let's see. Oh, cool. So Yun from MX. Very nice. I like that. Everyone check earbuds tomorrow and see me loop this out. Hey, let's go. You'll have to see it though. I'll have to drop my. If anybody wants to check out what I'm listening to, I will drop my earbuds in the Discord. So feel free to join. I also realized that the link died, so that's also good. So I will repin it again because I don't know what happened to it, but very nice. Let's see. All right, perfect. All right. Let's check out this. Thank you, Eunhee. Let's give it a listen.
다 지금 이대로만 견디면 괜찮아질까 우린 멈출까 그 사람을 잊기 위해
슬픈 영화를 보고
듣고 뒤척이다가 거리로 나갔어. 서오르던 길 아래
He's got a great voice. Wow.
불빛 그 속에 넌 살겠지. 딱 지금 이대로만 머물다가 가져요. 아직 괴로운 내게 늘 지금 이대로만 아플 거라 해줘요. 아주 가끔씩 오래. 차츰 내려놓은 감정과 마주한 현실 속에 찾을 수 없는 사랑. 딱 지금 이대로만 머물다가 가져요. 아직 괴로운 내게 늘 지금 이대로만 아플 거라 해줘요. 아주 가끔씩 오래. 슬퍼서 우는 것도 지겨울 때가 있죠. 이것밖에 난 할 수가 없어서. 다 지금 이대로만 살아가게 해줘요. 다른 사랑은 없죠. 난 사실 이대로도 영원하길 바래요. 아주 가끔씩 오래.
Holy shit. Wow. All right. That was Park Jae-jung and Soyun from NMIX doing Always. Thank you Uni for this one. God damn. that was nuts. Oh my god. I had to take a moment to collect my thoughts on this one. First of all, I don't think we've checked anything out from Park Jae-jung, but shout out to him. He's incredible. But holy shit, man, like this was gorgeous. Soyun also sounded incredible. I feel like obviously love Mix, but like it was cool to hear her. It's cool to hear her in this context because, like, again, MX is such an incredible group, and to hear her on her own is like, holy shit, she's got such a fantastic voice. But I think really truly what just absolutely put like a dagger in my soul for this song was like when they harmonize, like their vocal registers just match up so well. Like that first chorus transcended me. I was like, holy shit, like it was so like layered, like very methodical. It was like rich, like it was all the things that I love when like when we get these types of collaborations together. It's just like I think that the only thing I can think of is just like how well the vocals sit in this song, and it just got so much dynamic, it's got so much power, it's got so much delivery, like emphasis to like it, and you could tell they're both like just really digging into the song. And so I loved hearing that, and obviously he's performing them. I know it looks like they haven't actually MV for it, but like seeing this live and seeing it with such a beautiful energy behind it is just always good to see. But I like I said, I don't know if Park Jae Jung was a part of a group or not, but I feel like he is such an incredible. If he is a soloist, I don't know, but I think assuming he'd have to be a soloist. But if he was a part of any group, man, it's just like what an incredible voice. Would love to check out more of his music, certainly. But I think this was just like this was just how to like I feel like we often joke about like ballads and stuff and like but I feel like this is how you do it in some some fashion, right? Like I I feel like if it leaves me speechless, then usually that's probably a good thing, right? And like I would love to rewind time and experience it again. You know, that's I feel like that's probably the best sentiment I could give to this song and watching it be performed like this is just like if I could go back and relive that moment of just like pure bliss of seeing them perform like a song this well, I would absolutely take up the opportunity to listen to it again. So, and just re-experience it for the first time. So it was a phenomenal song. Again, phenomenal voices from both Park Jae Jung and Sol Yoon from MX. They did an absolutely beautiful job with this one. So, great job. This was awesome. Thank you, and he. Gucky says it's this song and a smiley face. Gucky says the craziest thing is Sol Yoon is the third best vocalist in M Mix. That's I'll be honest, M Mix has some really really damn good vocalists in general. So yeah, I don't know if I would put Sol Yoon at third, but they've got some phenomenal vocalists. So I feel like she definitely rung up my ladder a little bit more now. So great stuff. So all right, let's keep it moving. It looks like Jazz recommended Gravity, which I'm excited. I have not heard Blast Out yet, so this is also very new as well. So all right, cool. Let's get into it then. Let's check it out.
Fast going come away 何も変えられない Everyday 抜け出したい No stay 同じ景色モノクロの Daydream 落ち抜くこの Trigger 変える未来描いてく Bigger 止められない Burning Heart 走り出す今 Brand new start Get it We can make it Get it We can make it You can't never know I kicking back くだらない日々に Blast out 変えてみせるこの To the blast out ここからは安静見たこともない Word 何度でも立ち上がれ Blast out 迷いなどない Go blast out 見えてきた My style Blast out No more cage 限界なんてない Don't get knocked down 超えてく real Baby flip the game 僕らだけの best frame Blast out We can be control You'll see what we can do Keep moving now見せてあげる My style 導かれる Shining gate 街に合う今 Rising fate No way out you understand No way out you understand 突き進むだけ Don't look back 今来た方は Blast out 目の前の壁はすぐ Blast out 巻き起こす New way 変えてゆく This world ためらうことはない Blast out 信じた道へ Go Blast out 掴み取るサビBlast out 解き放てこの心を Break up, no fear, open your mind 錆びついたチェーン壊せ No more pain 行動を空へ Fly くだらない日々に Blast out 変えてみせるこの手で Blast out Blast out 何度でも叫ぶ今 Blast out たどり着けるはずさ Blast out 立ち向かう未来へ Blast out 未完成の My story Blast out Step out of frame Blast out Step out of frame Blast out ここからは安静見たこともない Word Step out of frame Blast out Step out of frame Blast out 僕らだけの New story Blast out
This was cool. This was cool. I feel like it's always tough for us to cover Japanese stuff here, but I love to see it. So very nice, very nice. This was Gravity's Blast Out. Thank you, Jazz, for the recommendation. This was sick. I've loved covering Gravity over the years. And this one was super super fun. I love like the electronic beat on this one. I thought that was super tight. But Sarah says love Gravity, and Jazz says this is their Japanese comeback. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I feel like to me this one was obviously different from Korean title tracks from Gravity, but I know recently we've been covering a lot of like Japanese material and stuff, which is always really fun to see because I think to me it's always interesting to see like the counterbalance of like different groups doing different things on the Japanese side as opposed to the Korean material. And I really like this. This is super energetic, really in your face. I think the chorus of the song is really, really catchy, really fun. But as well as I think they really kind of encapsulate this like I don't know, they encapsulate this really cool electronic, like digitalized, like very EDM focused sort of track. And I don't know, I feel like it kind of gives me I don't want to say it's like an old sound, but it feels very nostalgic to me. Um Definitely because like I love a lot of like older guys groups like Korean material, like AT's definitely like their first couple albums are just like hits for me. And I feel like this kind of again gives you that sort of like modernized touch to it. I guess in a similar sort of fashion, like Just B's most recent song, like it definitely kind of reminds me of that again, that evolution of like electronic music within K-pop and like even in their Japanese material. So I definitely love that, and I'm cool. I'm keen to see what that kind of entails over the time span. But again, super catchy, really fun. I think the vocals in Gravity are also really incredible too. And I felt like they had some really great vocal melodies in this track that I really enjoyed. But yeah, this is a great one. I'll have to go back and listen to this one again because just enjoyed the vibe. I was kind of sad though because it is like 2.5 minutes. I was kind of hoping for a bridge. I know I feel like I'm gonna be that like old head that always wants a bridge in their music, and I'll die on that hill. But I do feel like it's so short. Like, and I understand like the attention span thing, but man, I think if they had a bridge in this would have like, not that the song isn't great already, I feel like it just would have taken it to another level for me. So, but yeah, I love bridges, man, and I'm sad that there isn't one, but phenomenal song nonetheless. So, great pick, thank you, Jazz. I appreciate you. So, all right, if chat's got more for me, let me know. The only other one I had on my list here was the One Peel song, which is right in front of us. So, we'll check that out. But yeah, if you've got any other ones you would like me to check out, Auto. Okay, we'll check out Auto. And if you've got anything else that's either on here or not, then let me know. So, all right, let's check out One Peel then.
여기 선다고 쳐주나요? 제가 좀 아프거든요. 대체 이유가 뭘까요?
We will check out Iron too.
짙어진 통증에 감각이 흐려져 붙잡을 수가 없어 터질 것 같아 I need you right now Wanna say what's before 널 잃어버린 날 뭣도 아니잖아 살아있다 해도 텅빈 숨만 쉬고 있잖아 I'm not alright 오가 날 구해줘
Okay. That piano section is cool. Nice.
제가 이상한 것 같아요. 웃고 싶어도 자꾸 눈물이 나요. 사랑이라고 하는 그건가요? 아니면 그저 미련일까요? 저 이제 어쩌죠? 바뀔 수 있다면 뭐든 해볼 텐데 방법이 있다면 다 해볼게요. I need you right now. Or say what's been done. 널 잃어버린 날 뭣도 아니잖아. 살아있다 해도 텅빈 숨만 쉬고 있잖아. I'm not alright.
Ooh, I like that little drum shovel. Cool.
날 꺼내줘. 돌아와줘. 더 이상 안 될 것 같아. 난 여기까지인가 봐. 이젠 못 버틸 것 같아.
Ooh. All right. This is cool. I'm about this. All right. All right. This was one peel from day 6. It looks like it is highs and lows. So very nice. Very nice. This was very cool. I like this. Obviously we have done our time covering day 6, which is always great. But I enjoyed this a lot. This was very fun. I love like the different. I feel like this isn't to speak entirely for JYP groups, but I will say at least on the like K band side of things, like I feel like they always do something like really interesting with like the instrumentals, and I feel like that's probably goes without saying for their groups, but like this was definitely like a little bit more out of the box in terms of like instrumentation, but I liked it. The piano, like that descending like piano melody, like in the I don't know if it was a pre-chorus or maybe post-chorus section, very interesting. The like vocal arrangements also really cool. The guitars had like this sort of like fuzzy, like distorted like feel to it, which I thought was interesting. There was like some really like interesting drum sections. Like there's like almost like a da 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 da, like almost like a little bit of a light like drum roll section, and like the rhythm. It was just very like it was very interesting, and I think as a listener, like I love that because I'm always intrigued by how they wind up arranging these things. But I felt like with this one, like all of these like interesting or quirky or like chaotic elements to the song just work really well together, and I also feel like they meshed up really well with One Peel's voice. He's got a phenomenal vocal tone, and like I think on paper it's easy to be like slightly overwhelmed by it, but I actually just appreciate how distinct and how like unique it is in that aspect. The one thing I feel like I can kind of relate it to, and I feel like this may only speak to a small percentage of people that check out this tour and stuff, but it kind of reminds me of like the sort of like instrumental risk taking that I got from um shout outs to Bring Me the Horizon, one of my favorite groups. But they did this album called Amo, which is definitely more in that like pop space, but they definitely incorporate a lot of like electronic and like and that was kind of the formulation to what they are making now. And I think this song kind of reminded me a lot of like that really like I want to say baby steps towards that direction, but just like the way that it's written, like it's very like very methodical in that sense, but also kind of like a little bit childish in like a good way. Like the way that it was arranged is I thought was very fun. Like it's very whimsical, like, and it makes me want to listen to it more. Like I feel like I used to go into the Bring Me the Horizon Amo as a hater, and now I love it. I obviously delving more into pop, like I understand what they're going for, and I feel like with this one, like I I felt like the same sort of energy to this one where I'm like, not that I would hate it, but it's like something that you're just like, wow, it's going to constantly intrigue you. It's going to keep you on your toes. And I would hope that the rest of the songs on this release, maybe, I don't know if this is just a one-off song or not, but I feel like it really gets my gears turning as a listener, and I'm always going to try to pick out something unique or different about the song. So I love that. I think this is really, really cool, really interesting, obviously very thought-provoking as well. So I feel like that always inspires confidence, in my opinion. So cool to see. And obviously eclectic taste. So good to see that as well. So great choice. Thanks, chat, for letting me check this one out. So Andy says, love it. Hey, let's go. All right. Well, we're moving on. We're getting delving back into the Japanese stuff. I feel like we do these often. We do the catch up stuff, but it's always fun. I love dipping the toes in the different areas here. So, all right, we're listening to IA potentially. I don't know what the song name is. If the pronunciation of the song name. So, if I'm wrong, don't quote me on it. But let's check out the first take version. I was curious how they were going to do this because I feel like she hasn't really identified her. Oh, Phantom Sita's in this song. Interesting. Okay, so they're not going to show her face directly. I don't think that I didn't want the face reveal. It's just interesting. This is a very auto song.
愛されたいから暴走中されたいからカチカチ無価値カチカチカカチ時間は足りない Give me more time Kiss meそうもういいわ時間がないこれだけじゃ不満時の通りゲーバーは信じられない落差のダウンフォール疲れすぎす寂しすぎすがそこ浅すぎてそうぐささせよしんの
Her growl and her tone is so good.
そこ血しぶくまで浮かれすぎす悲しすぎすそこぶち抜けてそうぶっ壊れてなガラスのハートなんてさ愛痛すぎてはい
I love how animated she is. It's wild.
君の肩にさ歩みを作るよ寂しい悲しい嬉しい気持ち死にそう生きそうチカ光る花火めまい星の中これだけじゃうまい時の通りゲームオーバーシンデレラ連絡さのダウンフォールいや
She's wild for that.
砕いてくれぐさぐささせよしんの塔までそこちぎれるまで浮かれすぎす悲しすぎそこぶち抜けてそうぶっ壊れてなガラスのハートなんてさ愛痛すぎてはい疲れすぎす寂しすぎすがそこ浅すぎてさぐさぐささ ち抜けてさ報われてなガラスのハートなんてさあいあいあいあいあい痛すぎてはい
Crazy. She's crazy for that. I'm not gonna lie. Otto is giving like like ringleader circus clown energy. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a little conflicted, but very nice. This was Otto's I. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Though Santa says Brandon doesn't want the face reveal. I listen. We kind of got it on her last song, but it's all right. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Though Santa says never mind. That was Vivarium. Yeah. Guggy says gotta love classic Otto. Sarah says just the break to do a little dance, so cute. Guggy says she's so much fun. Sarah says again, I love creepy girls. Andy says that was fun. Sarah says she is the ringleader. We are the clowns for sure. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, I'll take that. But I feel like this was interesting. I think it's cool. Like, obviously, I love Otto. I think she's a phenomenal vocalist. I think she's an incredible artist. I will say I feel like this one is a little bit of a miss for me. I might attribute that to some trauma of I am definitely afraid of clowns. I hate clowns. But I feel like I'm attributing some of that disdain for the song for a personal reason, not for an actual musical reason. So I digress, but I like this. I thought this was very interesting. I think like the very like avant-garde, like whimsical aspect of it, I think is very fun. I think she absolutely crushed it. I think vocally on that front, I feel like she always has and always probably will. Like, I love her like rasp in her tone. I feel like she used it so well in this song. I also again like the quirky elements of her like just basically doing like these really like goofy like dances. I feel like it fits so well with that. Obviously having Phantom Sita performing some of the vocal like overdub vocals on it as well was a really nice addition. But I really like this a lot in that aspect. So I would like to set my personal bias aside for my own reasons as to why I didn't like it in that aspect. But and it has nothing to do with the Otto or the song. It's just I have my own demons to fight on that one. But I thought it was cool. The first take was also really cool to see and just see her like personality more. I thought that was really interesting. Like I said, there are other Otto songs that I like more, 100%. Would I say that this is a bad Otto song? No, by no means. I don't know if she's actually ever written a bad song, in my opinion. But would this be the song that I would go to for her? Probably not. But that's besides the point. I think otherwise it was a very cool first take. I do love watching those. So thank you, Gogi, for letting us watch this one. But very nice, very cool. Obviously, much love and respect for Otto, but great job. This is cool. So, let's see. Oh God. Gucky says, Brandon, you, me, and a clown at Waffle House. Listen, if that were the case, the clown is not making it out alive. That's all I'm going to tell you. that is a guarantee. I'll be guaranteed on that one. Gunky says definitely a lot better auto songs, but it's fun. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Gunky says, or Sarah says, not a nice thing to call me. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Damn. I would not. You would, Sarah, if you were the clown in this situation, then I'd let it slide. I'd just be leaving early, but so you and Gunky can duke it out. But all right, very cool. Before I get in trouble, the next one, very nice. I believe it was Unhi's recommendation. It is Siren Song by Aurora. Let me know if I've pronounced that incorrectly, Unhi. Y'all know I have a tendency to do that. So, Sarah says, "Me, Gunky is a clown. Gunky, Sarah's a clown. How dare?" It's the Spider-Man meme. Y'all are pointing in. Y'all are pointing the fingers. Oh, Unhi's was Narin. Okay, God, the clown thing threw me off. Hate that. All right, let's see who you. Andy did. Sorry, Andy. Thank you, Andy. All right. If you know the pronunciation for this. Oh, okay. It's is it W? Is she a part of WJC? Okay. Kinda how is pronounced, I guess. Okay. Listen, we're trying out here. Anyway, let's check out Siren Song before I put the foot farther in my mouth. So. I am on a struggle. The circus threw me off.
Why can't I be free like flowing water and air? Why can't you love me like glowing sunlight and fire? Come near me, you can hear love clearly. Come closer, favor me to forever. Our time is short.
Wow,
We're
gorgeous.
born to flow, not to belong. I was one time, you are my light. We're whole season, whole universe. Come closer. Come closer. Why can't I be free like flowing water and air? Why can't you love me like glowing sunlight and fire? Why can't I be free like flowing water and air? Why can't you love me like glowing sunlight and fire?
Ooh, the layering on this is incredible. Wow. Wow. My that's a this is Aurora. Hopefully I've pronounced this right. This is Siren Song. Wow. It looks like it was a part of their debut EP On My Way. I'll be on my, no pun intended, I will be on my way to listen to this. This is, oh man. Wow. Thank you, Andy. This was insane. And I mean this is the biggest compliment. This is like, if I was listening to this at like a low volume, this shit would send me to sleep. Like I'd be in a trance, you know, I would be out. So that's amazing. Oh, so good. Jazz says love the vocals. Uni says my ears have been blessed. And Jazz says definitely a siren for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Her voice is incredible. I first of all, I loved how it started off. Like it was really really methodical in the way that I feel like the not only her but whoever her team is that worked on the song, I think they did a really great job of not only having this song have this sort of ethereal overtone to it, which I think over time it just builds and builds and builds and builds so you get to that final part of the song. I do feel like they kind of, you know, I feel like it kind of all comes to a head at that point, which is great. But I feel like her voice is so serene. There's something like really like glassy and like very gorgeous about her, like her vocal tone. And I think like even again with like that extra bit of reverb and like also like the way that she layered her vocals, she was hitting like higher register, like, you know, a much higher register, and like that upper to maybe like falsetto, like head voice tone. And I think the way that they layered her voice out to kind of mimic again, and obviously to play off the song title name, but like that siren feel, you know, like and I think they did a great job of like harkening back to that, you know, like in that sort of mythology of sirens and stuff. You know, I feel like it does put you in this like entrancing state, right? Like it definitely feels like you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get closer to it. I'm gonna get closer to it. So I definitely feel like they did nail that ideology, and like I also feel like they were able to translate that into a song and make you feel like you're diving deeper into the music, and really diving into her voice as a collective, which was great. So that's great songwriting on their end, and structure. So I love that. But yeah, this was phenomenal. I will absolutely, like I said, have to give this a listen. Again, if you are listening to this and you enjoy this, I'm gonna give her a sub, of course. Check out her, let's say, debut EP On My Way. So very, very cool. It looks like she also has a newer song out too. So Hold My Breath. So great stuff. I am Kaylee, so feel free to drop it and I will put it on my proverbial list here. So let's see. Andy says this was a random find. It's amazing. I would agree. Great. I love a good random find. So this was phenomenal. Great choice. All right. Well, we're actually gonna get into Uni's picks because I did not give Andy the kudos that I should have given them. So let's check out. Looks like it's Narin. No Savior. Ooh, okay. And Kaylee, I have yours, Ditto by Redrawn. Okay. Very nice. All right. Okay. We'll check out the first one. All right. Let's give it a listen. Interesting place to end it, huh? Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, this was Naren of Meowth, and their song "No Savior" from it looks like a show, Mad Concrete Dreams. Very interesting. Sarah's comment killed me. Sinkers can explode glass. She did that to a building. What, and that's funny because it reminds me. Or not reminds me. It would just be interesting if like, if we went to like, if they had like a demolition and they just invited a bunch of K-pop singers to sing into a microphone, and then like the building got crushed. Like that was my first thought when I saw that comment. Was it just like the Korean government's like, all right, so we're gonna destroy this building. We're just gonna hire some, we're just gonna hire some K-pop singers, and they're gonna destroy this building with their voices. So, Sarah says, we went to a demolition. It's just, listen, shit that you think about when you let your intrusive thoughts win. That was that moment right now. So, Uni says the series follows a building owner who becomes involved in a kidnapping plot to resolve his mounting debt. Oh wow, that sounds interesting. I would watch. Also, just an insane MV to get you into the show. Anyway, getting back to the song, I enjoyed it a lot. This was great. I feel like she's got a fantastic voice. Really, really like. I think she has like a really like punchy voice. Like, I don't know if it maybe has to do with like the production of the song, like doing it for an OST, but I feel like the dynamics of her voice were really good in this track. I also feel like the instrumentation was also really fun too. I love like kind of like that really fun like synth pop, like synth pop feel to it, and like had really good movement to it. It's also very interesting because like I feel like obviously only really know her through Meow, but like it's interesting to see her in this context outside of like, because I'm pretty sure if I've got this correct, and chat correct me if I'm wrong, but like Meow is a part of the Black Label, I'm pretty sure. So it's like interesting to see her outside of the context of like the Black Label and like the Teddy verse, So cool stuff. She sounds incredible. Like I said, I feel like I don't hear as much about them. Maybe I'm sleeping under a rock. I don't know, potentially, but I feel like I haven't seen as much stuff as this new song that she did for this OST. So cool stuff. I don't know if they have any new stuff coming out, but I really haven't kept my ear to the ground on this group, and I'll be a little bit transparent. So hopefully they have some new stuff coming out. I don't know. Uni says this was a random find for me as well. Just thought it sounded good. Kind of wanted to check out the series now. I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like they did a good job of making it like interesting, like eye catching, eye peeling. So, and if this song's in there, I mean, I feel like they did a good job. It looks like they've got one with Taeyong and Haechan. So, also another good one. So, very nice, very nice. All right. Well, let's keep it moving. It looks like I believe Sarah recommended this one. It was Slipshot by Dignity. Also, I don't believe we've checked out this group either. So, interesting. All right. Well, if you have any preliminary information for this, Sarah, let me know. But let's rock. Sarah says we might have, but their last comeback was a while ago. Ooh, okay. So they're back. All right, let's rock.
We drop that. Got my aim on your forehead.
I love Beyblade.
Gotta get down 우리 flow가 슬러 새로 세웠다 멍 때리던 분내기들 겹나 입술 웹에 써변이 덥지 여기 명가시 따라와 반짝 넌 봐도 내가 받은 저 운물 That's the way 내가 도는 순간 내 falling 하늘 펼치게 어디서 봤네 shoot go swish I'm never gonna go away yeah
shot. Yeah. Wake up, 오늘도 내 mission on the way to the runway.
매번 들어도 잘리지 않는 트로피.
저 사람들 쳐다본 소리만. And me, give me nice yeah. 가져둘만의 for a time right there. We never stop, 멈추지 마.
We go up to the top, 못 말려.
You're the one, I'm never gonna go away. Yeah. 눈에 불을 견제. Yeah. I don't take offense, they lose.
Got another shot to shoot it.
이제 때쯤 너의 앞에 날 같이 나타날게. Baby, I'm down, down, down. 너는 맨날 끝까지 찾아가.
So we drop that sleep shot.
누가 모르게
Sleep shot.
So drop that sleep shot.
Can't you
That
hear
chorus
that?
hits.
Slip,
I like the chorus.
Slip shot. Slip, slip, slip shot.
눈앞에 지고 신의 숨이 가빠져도 쫓아봐야 절대 멈추지 않아.
Gotta go.
We go 고개 고개.
We go pop, pop, pop.
Oh, later.
We go 고개. We shot.
Oh, 이 밤이 깊어가 꺼진 불빛 아래 널 봐. 한 번뿐인 타이밍과
바라던 드라마가 여기에 너가 취한 네 맘대로 연기해.
I try to you're my best. So drop that sleep. 나 이미 reloaded, ready to shot.
너가 모르게 slip shot. Slip.
So drop that sleep.
Keep your head down. Can't you hear that? Slip shot. Slip shot.
All right. That was Dignity's slip shot. Very nice. Thank you, Sarah, for this one. This was cool. Sarah says Dignity is a 5-member group under PCS Entertainment. They competed on Peak Time prior to debut. Slipshot is the title track off their second mini album, Point Blank, following 2 single albums in 2025 and a debut mini album in 24. You may have heard their latest comeback, Sweet Tooth. Oh yeah, they did do Sweet Tooth, or their debut Cool Down. I think we did check out Sweet Tooth. I don't know if we checked out Cool Down. I do. I feel like I made a the only reason why I feel like Sweet Tooth is ringing a bell is because I think I made a comment about the naming. I'm pretty sure I went on some sort of rant about K-pops and groups naming songs interestingly. So I feel like that one rang a bell. And I think there, if I remember correct, if my jaded memory thinks of everything correctly, it was something like they had to do with like teeth or something. Like the MV had to do with teeth, obviously being Sweet Tooth. I thought the MV had to do with teeth or something. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm probably having a fever dream now. But I enjoyed this one a lot. Actually, this was really fun. I think I liked the chorus when we first got to it in the first chorus, but I was like, I don't know. Does this really does this really work, right? Like, does this got a good hook? Like, it's got a good melody. Like, what isn't clicking about it? And once we got to the second chorus, I was like, this is actually a really phenomenal chorus. I love the delayed ensemble vocals. I thought that was really fun. Like, I think the way that they set it up, it is very ear candy. And I like that. I think they did a phenomenal job with that. I also really enjoyed the combination of their rap tones along with their singing. I feel like they have a good mix of both, where a lot of guys groups, I feel like kind of, again, I think they all do them very well in obviously their own ways, but I think you could tell that some groups lean more heavily towards the singing aspects and some more towards the rapping elements. I feel like there's a really good balance between this group, where I felt like I was like, oh, I really like the vocals, but I also really love kind of the rapping segments of the group as well. So I think they did a really great job of kind of giving you that give and take of the group. And I don't feel like their strengths particularly lie in either the singing or the rapping, but I feel like they kind of work. I feel like their strongest suit is actually when they all sound really great together. So I love that elementation. I think they really kind of build towards that like bigger group moments, which I thought was really nice. Um, I will also say that transition between the second chorus and the bridge I thought was really nice. It was very smooth. It almost didn't even feel like a transition, weirdly enough. But I did notice that there was like a little bit of a tonal shift. So I loved hearing that, and like I said, their vocals were incredible. I kind of, the only thing that I feel like I may have wanted was like a little bit of like ad libs or like a little bit of vocal pop off moments in that final chorus. I think that's what would have really taken it to a little bit better of a level for me. And that's maybe just a personal gripe, but I think that's the only thing I would have liked. Other than that, I feel like they kind of check all the boxes of like things that I particularly like about guys groups. Really catchy, really fun, and the choreography was also incredible in this. Like I said, I think the only thing that was missing for me was like just like a little bit of ad-libbing or like a pop-off moment in that final chorus. I think that would have, I think it would have taken it to me from like an 8.5 to like a 9. You know what I mean? Like I think it is that good, like in and of itself, but I definitely feel like if they had that little bit of little extra, I think I would have been super pumped. But let's see what we got here. G Dragon, hello, thanks for pulling up. We are doing some catch up, so if you've got something you would like me to recommend that I haven't checked out yet, let me know. Drop your thoughts. Sarah says they were randomly showing teeth. You're not wrong. Okay, cool. So it's coming back. So very nice. And Sarah also said that this whole mini album is very cool. Their production is very well done, especially for a group of their size. I was gonna say, like, it did sound really polished for their group. So I'm excited to see what they do next. If they've got another thing coming out, let me know. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes and ears peeled for them. But this was really, really damn good. So shout out to Dignity. I'll give them a sub because I didn't do it the last time. So very nice. All right, we are checking out Irene and Biggest Fan. I'm excited about this. I didn't check this one out. Because it just came out first and foremost, and also always very curious to check out. The Red Velvet crew. I don't know if they're coming back at all. I would like to hope that they're coming back. Because they're one of my favorite girls groups, but we shall see. So I will pull it up here. Oh god. Okay, very nice. All right, I have it pulled up here. G Dragon, thank you. Let's see. Sarah says most beautiful woman in the world. I'm ready. Hey, let's go. All right, well, you might be Irene's biggest fan. Let's check them out. Terrible fun. Terrible.
잘 봐 이 문을 열면 드러나는 my world 다채로운 이 aura 다 내 안에 있어 순간 마주친 두 눈 너도 날 따라 smile 방금 보였던 마음 난 알면서 아닌 척 stop 지금 난 beautiful 수없이 그렸던 장면 속 내가 있어 지나온 시간 속 열린 내 세상들 모든 순간 나를 다 빛내 shine I'm your biggest fan You just say it 더 크게 사랑한다 외쳐 babe I'm your biggest fan You know I am Yeah 어디서든 빛이 나서 눈을 떼질 못해 Looking at me, looking at you Looking at me, looking at you Looking at me 아니란 말해도 You're my biggest fan Looking at me, looking at you Looking at me, looking at you Looking at me 또 나를 보는 눈 이제 날 것 같아 걱정 따위는 pass 너에게도 줄게 Via 매번 솔직할래 처음엔 좋은 대로 매일이 후회 없이 Alright 날 깨운 네 마음 반짝인 confidence 서로를 비추는 eyes 숨기지 말아줘 너의 그 진심을 더 크게 louder 네 맘을 막지 마 I'm your biggest fan You just say it 더 크게 사랑한다 외쳐 babe I'm your biggest fan You know I am
All right. Very cool. Very cool. This was Irene's biggest fan. Very nice. Um, very nice. Very nice. Let's see. G Dragon says Irene songs kind of good. Let's see. Sarah says this song is good. Just needs bass. It's so shallow for no reason. Yeah, I think production wise, and again, maybe I can kind of attribute this potentially to YouTube. So I will have to check out. I probably will check this out on streaming services, but um, I thought this is very cool. I'm always very curious which each member kind of does in their own individual ways. I will say like I feel like the one member that I've actually liked is actually not my bias in Red Velvet. Like I really enjoy a lot of Wendy's solo material. And she's not my I mean she's incredible, obviously probably more of a bias wrecker in Red Velvet, but Suki's my bias in Red Velvet, and she's incredible. But I feel like I don't have as much attachment to her solo material comparatively. Um, but I thought this is really really cool. I think like I think the catchiness of this song is through the roof. I feel like that like looking at me, looking at you, kind of like section always works. I feel like I have heard it. I've heard it before outside of K-pop, and I've heard it inside K-pop before. But like that like lyrical line, just I don't know, any group, I feel like most groups can do that line and be like it's just catchy, like it's just universally catchy. But I do like the melody choice of it. I think to me like if I'm thinking about like K-pop songs, like I'm thinking about like the hook, I'm thinking about like the melody choice, and I'm also thinking about how how much of a hook does this song have, and I definitely feel like it's solid. um I think a lot of the lyrics, again, a lot of the hook is relying on how memorable it is. Now, I do feel like that will kind of build over time, certainly. But yeah, I don't feel like when I think of Red Velvet, I think of just like the oddity, right? Like I'm thinking of stuff that's out there, and maybe I don't want to be like a little jaded about it, but I do feel like the stuff like there's other stuff that I'm like, oh man, like I'm more like on board with. I just feel like this is very solid. Um, but I don't feel like overly like, oh my god, like this is incredible. Like I feel like with like a lot of the Red Velvet material, and that is not a diss to Irene. She's incredible. Certainly, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe there are just some elements of this song that are missing. I probably will come around to this song a little bit more. Certainly, I think first listens are always very tough to gauge, my appreciation for them. But I think it is a very well written song. I think Irene performed it extremely well. I just feel like maybe the hook on the song I feel like elements of the song could have been changed up a smidge to make it like more dynamically interesting. I feel like it is kind of like in that mid-range tone. And there's definitely some like cool like high-end parts. Like there's some cool like ensemble vocal parts or like group vocal parts. But um but yeah, I agree with Sarah. There's like a little bit of like bass and low end missing to this song. But overall I thought it was solid. Like I said, nothing bad about it. Just we'll have to check out the B-sides for this one. I'm curious. So very interesting. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Sarah says, I like this sound is comparable to what SM is doing with Hearts to Hearts, but Heart to Hearts gets like full range of sounds, and this is just so surface level. Fair enough. Uni says, I like it. It's a solid track, but doesn't go above and beyond. And G Dragon says, I really like Irene's B side releases more. Ooh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like these are all justifiable takes. So very nice. Very nice. All right. Cool. 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 We're keeping it moving. Kaylee had recommended Ditto by Redrawn. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's rock with that. Wow. Okay. So this just came out. All right. Kaylee says they're a duo who work remotely from each other. One is in Japan and the other one is in the US. they met over social media. That is cool. That's cool. That is how I met literally all of y'all. So here we are. All right, this is cool. All right, let's rock. Meatballs were man. It's true. Interesting. Okay. Some cool vocals. Wow. Ooh. Nice. All right. All right. This was Redraw and their song Ditto. Very nice. Very nice. Did we I feel like we checked out this one. Did we check out this one? Amaro? It looks familiar. That's the only reason why I ask. It looks familiar. Chat keeps me on it. I feel like chat keeps me honest on this one. So, very interesting. Let's see what we got here. Unhi says interesting after Kaylee's comment about them being remote. Let's see. Sarah says that's really cool. Sarah also says if Meatballers were a band, facts. Kaylee says I found them with this one. I've been enjoying their stuff. They make all of their music. Ooh, okay. GJ says that was some Haru level kind of rap. Okay, interesting. And that's a high budget animation. Yeah, the animation was really cool. And Kaylee says, I don't think so, but I don't know. Okay. I'm just curious. I don't know if we did. I'm just curious, actually. Redraw. Maybe we didn't. I feel like I've seen that thumbnail before. Okay. We have not. So I'm having a fever dream again. This was cool. I think, to me, first of all, the concept of I could go on a rant about like the concept of artists being able to form like groups over social media. I feel like that's such a cool thing. Obviously there is a plethora of talented people across the world. Um, so in that aspect, I think that's awesome. That's amazing to see. Um, as well as that, the music was really good. I am very curious to see like what they craft up next. I will say like the energy level for the song like was a little bit more like smoother. Like definitely had a cool rhythm to it. Like I feel like this song was definitely more like bass and drum forward. Obviously, there's some really great guitar parts mixed in, but like you could definitely tell there's like production wise, I feel like you could see that they were leaning more towards um like a like a more bass and drum forward song. So I really like that. I thought that was cool. Definitely a stylistic choice as opposed to maybe more so as opposed to more so like a sound wise like what they're going for. So I like that. The vocals were really cool. I feel like their one vocalist, she has like a really cool like high register. I feel like the chorus was definitely her strong suit, where she was kind of doing like a little bit more of that vocal belting, which I really like. The guy's vocals was also really cool. I would love to hear them. I noticed that like once he switched off in the second verse, it like went directly over to the female. uh Kaylee says Rui is the female and Dro is the other. Okay. I feel like Dro was really solid, and I was kind of hoping that maybe they transitioned it a little bit better between like their two voices. But I feel like that would probably come with time, certainly. But I do feel like their voices, especially given their ranges, I think it would be really cool to hear their voices like kind of like harmonize together. I think that's like obviously something that I love, and I don't want to place that opinion on other groups because I love it. Maybe that's not what they were going for stylistically, but in terms of my opinion, I feel like that would have been really cool to see like them transition to that chorus. And I feel like I think it would be smart in the sense of like you're basically carrying the torch to the next person, and that's kind of like what I was hoping would happen. It didn't, but that's okay. But I thought it was very interesting, like very definitely a little bit more mellow. But I will have to check out the rest of their material. So, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was it's a very unique style. Like I don't know if I could put it really I don't know if I could put it into any sort of category that I feel like I would associate it with. I feel like maybe like an indie rock sort of field potentially. But they did a really great job, and like I said, the animation for this must have taken ages. So I think they did a really great job on that. So great stuff. Thank you, Kaylee, for the recommendation. They said I found the song because I followed the animator on social media. Oh, that's cool. G Dragon says the animator did a very good job. Kaylee says they kind of try a lot of styles. I'll have to show more whenever we do Chaos. Very nice. Yeah, it has been a millennia since we've done Chaos. Oof, wow. I may have spoken into existence again, but all right, very cool, very cool. G Dragon gave me one link for a QWER song, so we'll check that one out. This one is Rebound. I know we haven't. I don't believe we checked this one out. So let's do it. Oh God. Oh God. We got the poll.
어디선가 들려와 내 맘의 알람 소리가 잠들었던 꿈들이 기지개를 켜 내 시작은 어색해 머뭇거리기는 해도 그건 별 문제 저기 멀리 보이는 너를 놓지 않을 거야 이제는 세상에 들리게 좀 더 말하고 싶어 이 맘을 가득 모아서 눈 맞추고 널 크게 안을 거야 어떤 별을 닮은 꿈들이 내게 반짝거린다면 그 얘길 꼭 들려줘 함께란 이유가 들려줄 테니
Aw, this was good. I feel like QWER always crushes it. Very nice. This was Rebound. Very nice. This was this was last year. Very nice. This is from their second mini album, Algorithms Blossom. Very nice. Very nice. This was good. For some reason I don't feel like we checked this one out, which is a surprise because I feel like we've checked out a good majority of their music at this point, but I really like this a lot. Really, really dynamic. I feel like this is how I expect, like this is how this is the type of music I feel like I know QWER to make. So I'm not surprised that this one's good. I really love the chorus in this one. I think they did a really cool job with like the melody choice, and I think it counteracts like the vocal melody and like the guitar and like band elements, drum and bass tones were like a little bit different, but like I think they like really worked well in tandem together. So I like that. I like that a lot. That, like I said, that chorus is going to be stuck in my head 100%. So I love that elementation of the song. I also think that they've and I'm sure maybe other people have noticed this as well, but I just feel like their instrumentation has just gotten so much better. I think that they again, I know this came out last year, but I do feel like they're like every release, I feel like they always get more and more impressive to me in terms of like their writing style. So I love that. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get something new from them this year, but I really enjoyed this one a lot. Like I said, I was surprised that I have not checked this one out, but it was really, really well put together, and like I said, that chorus is gonna be stuck in my head 100%. So G Dragon says a lot of Ballwage theorized that the song could have been the title track from the previous album if Soyeon didn't give them the song named Amalgam. That is true. That's true. And I kind of had a feeling it was their fandom name. Very nice. April is their comeback. Ooh, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. That's awesome. Very nice. Very nice. This was cool. This is cool. Let me see. Do I have anything to show chat recently? I will say I didn't know this. Muse has a new song out. Their fandom name should be ASDF. That would be great. Oh my god, I love that uni. That's amazing. Muse put out a new song. I've been listening to that. I listened to that a bunch. That's probably like the only newer thing that I listened to. They have a new album coming out, which I'm excited about. Beyond that, ASD movie. Oh my god, those were great. I love those little clips. Other than that, I'll put on the new Muse track as I just ramble. I thought it was really good. We'll check it out. Why not? I'll throw my my personal song pick in for the night. So check it out. I haven't seen the MV though. Did you link one earlier, No Santa? Was it Irene? Or did you have another one? If not, I'll click that. We'll watch that first. So, okay. We'll throw yours on first, No Santa. Oh God, Sarah. Okay, I did see that. I didn't see this MV. I did see something. Oh God. All right, we're going off the beaten path. All right, this is Samurai Pizza Cat Ramen featuring Baby Beard. Oh God. All right. I know what this is about. Oh God. This is crazy. I haven't listened to this song, by the way. Oh no. So different. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I knew that was gonna happen. Nice.
Next time, Ramen Man faces his greatest challenge in the form of the evil pizza kaijin. He must now set out from Tokyo and make the treacherous voyage to Castro-Roxel, Germany.
Open your eyes, make it wide. Ramen Man signs across the sky. To go in life, let's say right. Open your eyes, make it wide. Ramen Man signs across the sky. To go in life, let's say right. Cover in lights, let's go live. Let's go live.
I only know Samurai Pizza Cat because they did a song with Eskimo Callboy? No. Yeah, it is it's not Electric Callboy. They used to be called Eskimo Callboy. I'm getting it mixed up. Very cool, very cool. This was Ramen featuring Baby Beard from Samurai Pizza Cat. This is so interesting to me. I know I have heard Baby Beard, but I've never actually listened to their music. So I feel like that's on me for not checking that out. But I thought it was cool. It was definitely interesting. The MV was nuts. I will say the MV was kind of crazy. The combination between like his screaming is so good. I will say, like, I love the dynamics of it. I also feel like, again, constructively, like in terms of like the way that his vocals are arranged, I love that they hit you with like the high vocal screams and like the low end. Really cool. I think it really adds a sort of cool dynamic approach to the song, which I like. Other than that, I thought the chorus was catchy. Definitely a good part of the song. The breakdown I thought was solid. It was expected though, I will say, as my veteran years of metalcore speak for themselves. I will say I feel like the breakdown was expected. I would have wished if they kind of changed it up a little bit. I understand maybe for like the stylistic approach of the song, they probably didn't want to choose to do that way. It kind of again evokes that like electronic core era of like metalcore, excuse me. But yeah, overall, that was solid. I enjoyed it. I feel like I said, my knowledge of Samurai Pizza Cat kind of evades me a little bit. Anchor is also a really good group as well. So it looks like from what I could gather from them, it seems like they are a band and then they have other people that they feature on their songs, which I think is very interesting. So Baby Beard was interesting. I'll have to actually listen to Baby Beard's music because I feel like they don't make music that's like this. So very unique. G Dragon says beardy metal. Everyone's a couple of people are freaking out in chat, which is great. Sarah says Baby Beard, yeah. G Dragon says chorus is actually good, reminds me of Sim, LOL. Yeah, Sim, shout outs, they're great. Very nice. All right, cool. Now I feel like now I gotta switch my pick because this is gonna be completely different. I think I might have to. I will say shout outs to, if you have not listened to this song from Muse, it is different from Unraveling, I will say. So if you go in with the expectation that it sounds like Unraveling, then don't go check it out. I mean, you should. It's still really good. It's like classic Muse sound, but Muse doesn't go to me. I gotta show y'all. Okay, I will say I gotta show y'all the new Don Broco song. Oh, not Don Brooks. God. True Believers. This was really good. So let's see. No, Santa says I haven't listened to this yet. Did you say that there was an album or no? There is an album. It is out now. Nightmare Tripping. The Nightmare Tripping song is kind of wild. I would play my favorite, but Nightmare Tripping features Nickelback, which is kind of nuts. So check that one out. This has like probably the widest variety of music I think that they've done to date, in my opinion. But I've been listening to this album nonstop. So we'll check out True Believers. This one was really good. There are some of my other favorites on this album, but we'll check out True Believers because this one was fire. So let's give it a listen.
That's your boyfriend. When you argue, doesn't have to win the fight. Goodbye, your ex-boyfriend. I'm the big red flag, baby. It's your choice. It's your choice. All the true believers. All the true believers. All the true believers. Wake the fuck up! Now nothing just slow when you realize that we're stop starting last snow. What am I to the last? You might realize that the robots were lying to you. You might question who your monsters. Don't interfere with life's eyes. Rise on high. Pride in itself is a dangerous thing. Pride in your country is a violent rage. To waste your fire, to have open hopes. I make sure that is the face. All the true believers. 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 Wake the fuck up! It's on the flag and the black flag. It was better than it was just a scam. Yeah. They make you sick, then they make you fake. You know it's special. Bring all your blood on the paper. Like that, that's yeah. Black flag, rise and high. Proud boys and girls looking for the sky. Surprise, this girl fucking get in the same. On the fire, they still know they got things that they need. Let us rejoice, make heaven on earth. Tonight, let us rejoice, make heaven on earth.
Oh, so good. All right, cool. Um, I guess I'll say my favorites on this album because I got to give it a shout outs. That one was probably one of the heavier ones, but I thought Pacify Me was really interesting. It's like this really insane like EDM song. I'll play like a clip of it because I feel like I have to. It's insane. Let me see if I can find it. Pacify. I cannot spell. Okay, cool. No, actually, I just spelled it right. All right. It's like really like choppy. It's very like industrial. The chorus is just so good too. This one's my favorite, 100%. This is so cool. All right, cool. I feel like I had to play that one, so thanks for vibing with me on that one. Um, Sarah says I have so many words to describe this one, but none of them make sense. Go ahead, try your best. I'm curious. Anyway, check this one out. It's nightmare tripping. So many favorites off this one. I'd probably say the first two are great. Cellophane and Disappear. Those were all released before. Ghost in the Night was really gorgeous. That's like more poppy. Pacify Me is like a combination. Like I'd say it's definitely heavy. Euphoria is really good too. Hype Man's fun. That one's like an older one. in terms of the singles, but they did a great job with this one. I think to me it kind of mixes that combination of like heavy electronic elements. I think they've done a really great job over the years of kind of combining different elementation in their music. I felt like this was kind of like a good mix of like that electronic, like pop. They have some pop and like funky elements to it, but then as well as that have some like really good like melodies as well. So this was really cool. Like I said, this whole album is a full listening experience. So I would be very curious. I'd be very curious if chat actually goes through and listens to this album. I would love to know your thoughts in Discord because I love this album so much. It's so good. Probably will be on my favorites of this year, but it's so fun. Like I said, it's a experience that I don't think I've gotten in quite a bit. So really enjoy this one. So let's see what we got here. Uni said sick to the first one, I assume. Kaylee says ooh. Sarah says this one was more my speed, this or more my style. Okay, that's fair. That's this one. I feel like True Believers is a hard sell, certainly, but I like it because that comes from my lane of thinking. So Andy said so good. Uni says very nice. Sarah says, "Have you ever thought of a biblical angel banging metal pipes in your head?" That, you know what? I could see it. I can fuck with the vision. You know. G Dragon says that was pretty hard. Ooh, thank you. Very nice, very nice. Kaylee says, I was thinking if metal pans in my kitchen had an emo. That's also good. That's also a good way to represent it too. But yeah, I've been trying to put people onto this album, so I am very curious to hear if people will actually go and listen through to it. So very nice, very nice. Thanks for humoring me on the last two. That's great. Appreciate it. Sarah says metal pan metal pan was my nickname in high school. Oh god. And on that note, thank y'all for hanging out. Jazz, I know you're one of the people. I know it's Unhi, Jazz. I know they're the two that have. Oh, I know at least Unhi hasn't cashed theirs in, but I know they have enough. And Jazz, I know did. So, let me know, Jazz, when you are good to do SF9. But yeah, other than that, very stoked. Like I said, if you missed out in the beginning, everything should be up to date on Patreon in terms of content. So if you've missed out, go check there. Beyond that, we should be streaming Wednesday. I'll have to keep y'all posted because apparently we're getting some nasty weather on Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. But very nice. Let's see. Jazz says, yeah, my computer broke, so I'm still. That's okay. That's okay, Jazz. No problem. No problem. Keely says, it made me laugh out loud where I needed to be quiet. Oh, God. I don't know. I just imagine. I think it just was funny to me, G Dragon, just because I thought. I just imagined Sarah as a metal pan, you know, and that's kind of wild. Metal pan, yeah, like the panning. I don't know. Either that or just like that's. I don't know. I thought it's just that's what I envisioned. You know, hey, we can't all be intelligent. You know, that's how I view it. But thanks for joining and putting up with my dumbass humor. I appreciate y'all. But very cool. We will be back Wednesday. We are doing Wheel. Wheel is Wednesday. And I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we'll do. I'll have to ask chat what they'd be vibing with on Wednesday. So thanks again. I'll see y'all on Wednesday for it could be Wheel Wednesday. Wheel Wednesday? Good idea. I don't know. We'll see. Wheel and wheel. We could do 2 times the wheel. That's true. So God. Anyway, good night, y'all. Have a good Good sleep. I'll see you on Wednesday.